Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to another watch list. Basically, think of this as a monthly TV guide for me to let you know what and when TV shows that I'm interested in, that maybe you're interested in, are coming out. Like always, in the description, I'll include links to any trailers that might be available to anything that I bring up during this watch list. First up, on June 6th on Sci-Fi and apparently USA Network, we had the 4th season of Resident Alien, which I'm very excited to have Resident Alien back. Once again, I try to avoid watching new season trailers, so I have no idea what to expect. If I remember correctly from where season 3 left off, Darcy and Asta came back to Earth, but it was with a shapeshifter pretending to be Harry. I believe both Harry and his kid are still stuck on that as prisoners on that spaceship. So I believe that's where things left off, but either way, I'm always so excited to have Resident Alien back, so I'm excited to see where this crazy season is going to end up taking us. On June 12th, also on Sci-Fi, we have a new series called Revival. Apparently, it's based off a Image Comics series of the same name. We have Melanie Scarfano, Winona Earp herself, which is pretty dope, being this either a sheriff or deputy sheriff of this small town where the dead have come back to life. And it ends up being this interesting thing with how the town responds to it. The town is starting to be divided by those who are fine with those who've come back, but also feeling scared and weary of those who've come back, because it's all about understanding how and why they're back. And those who've come back, maybe they're not fully themselves. I know Melanie Scarfino's character has a sister who seems to be tied into this mystery of having her own part to play in things. It just seems really spooky and interesting, and I'm excited to check it out. On June 24th on Disney Plus, we have the 3-episode premiere of Ironheart, which I'm very excited about. Obviously, this is going to be our first time, well, I was about to say, actually technically it's our second time seeing Riri post Wakanda Forever, because she was in, I think, only one episode. Was she in more than one? I can't remember. Episode of season 3 of What If. But either way, obviously I talked about this in my trailer discussion. I really like the premise and notion of, like, you know, sci-fi meets fantasy in this. It's going to be magic versus tech, and I'm always thinking that's such a cool thing. But obviously understanding, like, fully grasping and getting a better understanding of Riri and understanding her world, and, you know, not feeling appreciated. Like, she has all these ideas but doesn't have the funds and the means to make it happen. So she joins up with Anthony Ramos's character, who's the Hood, and it becomes this thing of you do a little bad because you think, what's the harm, but then things escalate. And I talked about this also in my trailer discussion. I'm curious what that point's going to be when Riri kind of opens her eyes and be like, yo, this is kind of wrong, and then her and the Hood, you know, come to blows. So it's going to be interesting to see what the story ends up fully being, where things ultimately end up going. I'm excited to check it out. On June 25th on Hulu, we had the 4th season of The Bear, which I'm very excited about. Obviously, another thing I didn't watch the season trailer for, but remembering where things kind of left off, there's a lot of stuff left unanswered about where things kind of stand with the restaurant, because we didn't get a clear cut of the review. Did not seem great, seemed very mixed, and that's not good because they needed an excellent review. So how they handle this, the lessons that Carmi kind of learned in the grand scheme of the season, and how that carries over to season 4, where everyone's story ends up carrying over into season 4. I know season 3 was very mixed for a lot of people. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but, you know, so I'm curious to see how season 4 plays out, and, you know, whether that kind of, because it does feel like, especially the way season 3 ends, it feels more like a season 3 part 1 and part 2, weirdly enough, the way the story was structured. But I mean, we'll have to wait to see season 4 in its entirety to really kind of gauge that. But once again, more of The Bear. Really love this show. Excited to be back with these characters and see where their stories take us this season. And finally, on June 26th on Netflix, we had the 3rd and final season of Squid Game, which I'm very excited about. I believe at the time of recording this, there was like a teaser. I don't think I watched it because I don't want to know anything at all about what to even slightly expect from the final season. Just like what I was talking with The Bear, Squid Game season 3 feels more like season 2 part 2, and I think that was kind of like the whole point, where it's like the creator of Squid Game, he couldn't, like, they wouldn't let him put it's too much to fit in one season, so they kind of split it. So it is more like a part 1 part 2, but, you know, it's probably semantics and stuff like that. But either way, I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I'm also got to prepare myself mentally, because there's some characters that we've come to love in season 2 and care about and worry about that are definitely going to die in this season. Like, it's not going to be a happy ending, and that just gets you wondering, like, how is this going to wrap up? How is this going to play out? There's a big lingering thing that 456 Gi-hun still doesn't know, and it's like, when is he going to find that out? What that reveal is going to look like? It's going to be interesting to see, like, when we pick up with season 3, like where season 2 left off, like what that kind of looks like. It's going to be really interesting. And so that brings this month's watch list to an end. Like always, if there's something that's coming out that maybe I wasn't aware of, that you're aware of, that you think maybe me or someone else would be interested in, don't be afraid to leave it in the comments. But really, that's all I want to talk about. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and good